Oh man, the more I see this little thing, the less I think it's going to survive, because I had a set of premature twins, was it last year? Tiny wee set, I'll get a picture if I can, tiny. I would say this one's marginally bigger, but not much. And they, within a couple of days, unfortunately died. So hopefully that one's going to be better. Twins born a couple of nights ago. I've now split them up. This is the cow that had that monstrous big calf, and it was just about on death's door, and I preemptively put this calf onto this cow because she had a big bag of milk and it was swelling up. Splitting the twins up is always a good idea so that they both get plenty of milk. Okay, in the last 24 hours we've had a few issues. I'm not really filmed too much. I woke up this morning to a dead calf, dead seminal calf. Pretty out the blue. Go on. My big calf, after getting an IV drip from the vet, has improved. I'll show you that in a second. I was concerned we'd have an underlying issue, because that's pretty swiftly the big calf who I thought was on death's door, and another calf died this morning. I'm kind of just in my mind thinking, right, what could this be? So I got Mike to come back up today and do a post-mortem on that calf that died. And I had noticed the calf hadn't passed any dung, any faeces. Mike came up, did a post-mortem, and what he couldn't do is pass an implement up the rectum and coming out into the intestines, so coming out like the joint wasn't joined up. Plumbing issue. Common in sheep and lambs, less common in cattle, but can happen. So it seemed like that was the issue. The only kind of mitigating circumstance was the calf wasn't really bloated. Typically you'd see the calf bloated before it dies, obviously, because it cannot bypass what it is consuming. So for now we've put that calf down to failure in the biological structure when it's being formed, basically. In the case that it might be something else underlying, E. coli, salmonella, don't know, Mike took a few samples of bloods just to check colostrum levels, and I got a phone call back from him earlier.
Hi, Mike.
Just get back to me with those the blood results from those little calves. The little refractometer we use. Anything over 6 is very good. Anything over about 5.5 is okay. And the results were coming back as between 7.88 and 9.8. So those were telling me that your colostrum levels in those calves are excellent.
Good.
What I just want to check is if you're doing everything you can to try and prevent any infectious diseases, and that would suggest that the calves have got the best possible chance.
So my calves are getting plenty colostrum and effectively getting plenty of antibodies into the system via the colostrum and getting protection that way. So that is the best thing to mitigate against E. coli and things like that. Get the antibodies in the system ASAP until we get results back from that calf, whether it has got something like that. If it does have something like that, that makes me nervous about everything else, and we just have to really be on top of things. If it isn't that, which I hope it's not that, and it was this rectal issue, which is a freak thing, can't do anything about it, much more content in that being the final prognosis. Prognosis? Diagnosis? Who knows? Big lad in the box. Please be still alive. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, you're bloated still. And this calf has not passed any dung yet either, this is now 3 days old. It's swollen up, I don't know if you can see that, it's bloated up. Before that other calf died, that was my concern about this one as well, is whether there could be a plumbing issue. Never had an issue like that before, but I know it does happen. Mike said there's a possibility it's got milk in the wrong stomach, which then ferments and gasifies and bloats up, which would also be a reason for bloat. My hopes for that calf have gone downhill again. In better news, we had a seminal calf born about half an hour ago. It's on its feet. Is that its mother? 1990. Yeah, that's her, 1990. She's a nice cow. She's a cracker. Pen 1, so that is a Peggy calf. Peggy got the first calvers last year, so most fertile, or the stuff that would have been cycling the fastest. Newest beast is a cracker. Hey bud, Mother's there behind. She's a nice cow. One of my best cows, actually. Oh, Bud, you're looking a bit perkier there. Have you done a poo yet? You done a poo? No, not yet. Hey, Bud. Ah, pal. The size of him. He's a monster. He looks a bit like a Zorble lamb. Package. What's in the box? Oh, I know what this is. The roof's not tall enough, but you get the gist. An IPA. The lager ones are in the house. These are for shows this year, so I have a few shows signed up to serve Bandit beer at the bars because I'm doing kegs this year. Lager, stout, IPA. Get in touch if you want to have it at your own show. Even if you have an outside bar, do it. Get me in touch with the bar and I can supply the bar with the kegs.
Amazes me how they can, between 8 animals, empty that whole thing. Since yesterday. Harvey's just tipping a trailer of feed in here.
Got a belt on the digger to tighten up. The fan belt, you remember, I don't know, 6 months I changed it, but I jumped in it the other day and when it was firing up it was slipping, you could hear it squawking away. So I'm not the biggest fan of this adjustment. I don't really like the design of it. Fed my new heifers already. Hey bud. Is this gonna squawk? Hey, squawk's gone. Funny one, I put a video out about these heifers that I've bought. My friend Stuart, who I've bought cows from before in Kelso, sent me a clip of when he got Solera cows. He also did say he thought there was 2 strains, bad ones and good ones. These are the good ones. So, my cow here, poorly cow, which maybe suspected Yoni's, got a blood test, they're still to come back. She's rapidly looked hellish in the last 2 weeks. I brought her in originally because she had an abscess on her brisket there, and then she went downhill condition wise and she's not happy on her feet. I've had 2 vets look at her now, and I came in to give her some feed this morning, and behind me, I'm not sure whether I'm going to show you or not, but there's an aborted calf. She was due in about a month's time, but she's chucked it out. So I'm going to phone the vet now and ask them. I've never had an aborted calf before, so I'm hoping that is a kind of a good thing, in that she was going down because this calf had gone septic or something like that, and not she spat the calf out because she's got issues. That cow you saw,
Oh yes.
she aborted her calf.
Whatever's affecting her has probably made her. I wonder if that's what's made her feel sick.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Would it be the aborted calf that's making her feel sick, or the sickness that made her abort her calf?
It could be a bit. It could go either. It could be either way.
So I give her a dose every day, 30 ml a day, or?
We'll give her on 30 mils. Well, yeah, 30 mils. Yeah, you can either give her. All right then.
Cheers, bye.
Harvey's washing a few bits of kit. I've just been sorting out a ditch down here. There's still a bit to do. Digger's up there. That's the 718. I think it's going fine again. As you can see, it is still rather wet and sticky. Kev didn't fancy loading the digger down there and hauling it up the hill. We'll go and see how we get on down here. This is yard 4 and a bit. We've got the chance of a couple fields next door, so. Ditch runs down here, quite a low-lying ditch, which is all running quite well actually. Kev is just doing this bit up here. He's done this ditch down the hedge side here. That runs into the one perpendicular that runs along the bottom of the field here. Kev and I are no experts on the digger, but it's running better than it was. There's an outlet here obviously. There's a drain right down there. There's a bit of a low bowl here, so that drain must pick up this low bowl. The rest of it slopes away, so secured. I'll dig out this bit of drain. It might actually be a stone drain, so I'll go and have a look and see. Did I forget to press record? God damn it. Anyway, I dug all this bit out. We have a lot of movement.
Hey. This looks ugly, but marking location of that outlet. Need to do more of that. Right, I'm just at yard 4 here. We had this leased out to FCH, who were doing work for the water board for a while, for a year and a half in the end. And I've not been in since they're away. They had this shed as well, so I was just checking they've cleaned it up, which they have. Dandy. That needs fixed. The news was as expected. Big calf, looking at the big lad just now, he is dead. Bit cheesed off. It's been a not ideal run. Yesterday morning, dead calf, plumbing issue at the rectum. Today's dead calf seems very, very much the same thing. And then this morning's abortion from the cow. Very frustrating, very frustrating. I'm going to take these other 2 weights up. Dad just took 4 weights up because 6 weights would have been 3 tonne and would have been a bit overweight. I'm going up to pick up the weight block, so I'll take those 2 up and I'm just going to get him to make me another one. Whether I've actually got a use for it or not, I don't know. I think it'll sell, no bother. So we'll get them most likely made into another weight block. Pulled into my buddy Max, who's built a new shed. Oh, you don't mind if I cut up your grass? Nah, I was just picking up a bit from our fabricator. There he is, the big man. You're on camera, mate.
These metric or imperial? So I need a couple.
Metric, mate, 25mm. Right, we're at Ross Agri. Needing a toolbox for a Fent, and they've got one in stock. And I'm passing, going up to Aberdeen. Cheers for that.
No bother, Paul. We'll see you later.
Alright, see ya, thanks for that. Job done, they must be setting up for a show, Fent Road Show. Getting all their kit out. Hey bud. Some tash that.
I guess we have to keep it PG now.
Nah.
Nice shed he's got.
That's what I'm after. Some bit of kit that. So this is 1.3 tonne plus I've got that extra that can go right in the middle there. Just got a wee loops there to strap in to be extra safe.
You a bit more?
So we've got 2 of these big 500 kilos down there, they're permanent, and then we've got this plate to drop that into. He threaded the top of this so I can put an eyelet in to lift it down into. He's piped it, so we've got oil flow to the front. Happy days. Looks like a good sturdy bit of kit that. He's setting up for the spring show at Thainston, which is on tomorrow, so that's why he just left a forklift out for me to get it loaded myself. Back to your gaff to see your shed.
Let's rock and roll.
We'll see this guy's new shed. I'm a little bit envious, although I'd need a bigger one for tractors. Some of you might remember this machine. I still have a 1% share in this machine. That's locked. We put the Range Rover seats in it. Ross, she's needing a bit of TLC. Betsy's needing a bit of TLC. She's looking a bit tired.
Where?
Just all over.
What do you mean?
Well, just...
What, like over here? There? Fine.
Poor girl. Yeah, let's have a look at the den. Your pointing looks good.
Pointing's class.
Jesus. You've fairly gone to town in here.
Oh yeah. This takes like underfloor heating pipe in the grooves, and then you put ply over the top, and then that's the subfloor done.
Oh, so the underfloor heating is still to go in?
Yeah. So that runs.
You just push it into that. You just cut them?
No, you just push it in.
Alright, yeah. Are you underfloor heating the whole house?
Yeah.
Jesus, mate, that would cost a fortune to run. Not, you'll probably never run it.
Well, because it's all insulated underneath. Fine. So there's 100mm kingspan in there. It's not changed since last time.
Did you say the skylights are going in next week?
Yeah.
What's going up here? Bedroom?
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
tube. Fair enough.
So a bedroom at each end and then a bathroom.
Oh, like where that sewing machine is?
Yeah.
Oh mate, a good old fashioned Singer sewing machine.
Aye.
Same company that makes the Porsches.
Came free with the house.
It's the most valuable thing in here. Why you got a chair there? Do you just sit on that next to the fire when it's cold?
Yeah. I've had a long day. I'll hang my boots up from there and dry them out and just chill out. Just take it all in.
This is a serious den, man. What's the timeline? When's it going to be finished?
Oh, I don't know. 2030?
We were just chatting about your struggles to find a girlfriend. Do you think it's got anything to do with living in a den for the next 5 years?
I can't possibly see how. This old one.
Let's see the big shed. Ross's big old shed. Eventually going to be his workshop for his cars, and Betsy, and this is building materials for his gaff. Oh yeah, we've got light. Insulated panels. Beauty. Oh yeah. What's going to be the first vehicle in here, Betsy? Can she get honorary?
I think it's only fair. Originally I was thinking of mounting sockets here, but that's going to be too high. So really I want them about this height, just above like the workbench top, but it's what to run across to bolt the sockets to, and how to do it tidally. Because obviously, like, you could just run a 2x4
Yeah.
the full span, but that's a bit minging, so
Cheers for the tour.
pointing that at me.
Where's your gravel soak away for when you're doing oil changes?
Who's asking?
Get this box. My cow here who aborted, just giving her some more Metacam, and she's on Trimox antibiotics here. Fingers crossed, now she's aborted that calf, she'll come good now. Oh, she's so infected. $3.19 this calf needs. That's this pen caught up with. You're tagged. Simi over there tagged somewhere. Have a quick wee gander around here, check everything else is okay. Fresh out the oven. Today's going far better than yesterday. There you go. Just go and grab some iodine, get that sprayed. Dad checked about an hour ago, so it's not long born anyway. But it's up on its feet and getting its mouth around a teat, so that's the one thing you always forget to do, is pull that out once you've tagged it and look after it. I think I've already lost one this season, so I have to get that calf blood tested. Heifer calf off of Peggy over there. Written tag goes on the calf's left because the calf is a lady. Left lady. BVD tag slots in that wee hole. That metal little thing goes over the top to hold it in place. Up there, calf don't run away. This calf that I've twinned onto this cow, questionable success. I'm just making sure she goes and lets that calf get a sook. If I'm not watching, she'll kick it off. Keep at it every day. I'm hoping she'll cave and just accept. Right, we've got this cow back in, this calf back in, because she was just running away from her. Just be nice. Kev's at yard 4 cleaning out a ditch, and we're going to put in a bit more access to the fields for the combines and tractors and join up a few fields. We've got some rubble kicking about here. Load that into the trailer, run that along the road. Probably need 3 loads or so. Also just gets rid of this heap.
Break it down on a canvas bag.
Plan of action, combine header will go on there and I'll be able to just go into that field. And we're going to make access over there, which is what Kev's doing right now. We've got access into that field via that gate with a header on. Right, another load of the same, and then probably some finer stuff just to cap it all. What a tune. Phone back, Eleanor.
Alrighty, is that any better?
Yep, I'm all good now.
So, yeah, really good decision not to try and treat the calf because its chest was full of a tumour from a gland that's inside the chest that helps immunity in young animals.
Okay.
So wouldn't have been able to cure that at all. And because its chest was full of this, that explains why it couldn't take a full breath, why it was kind of like taking little short breaths and stuff.
Yeah.
But really interestingly, they did also find lesions in the stifle joints of that calf called OCD, which is one of the conditions that I was wondering if these knuckled calves might have. The calf that was post-mortemed had it in the most typical place, which is the stifle joint, the knee joint, which is in the hind leg. And obviously your guys are like knuckling over, so more the front leg. But it can affect more than one joint. It can be hereditary, particularly in horses, but it's not been studied in cattle.
Thanks, Eleanor. Bye-bye.
Take care, bye.
Quick summary of all the problems we've had and the updates we've got from the vets. Calf number 208, Aberdeen Angus, that was born last year, that had lost 88 kilos in 22 days. It had a couple things. First of all, chest tumours, thymoma they call it. It's seemingly a spontaneous condition. Long story short, it's not from a management issue or picked up a pneumonia issue or was treatable. So it was just that thing's gonna die. So frustrating, but my most favourable outcome is something that it's not something we're doing wrong or it's picked up illness, disease somewhere. It's just freak. It also had a thing called OCD, which is lesions in some of its joints, and Eleanor is querying whether it's possibly OCD that's causing my other cattle, which are sore in their front legs. I've got 4 of them. Sore in their front legs. Could it be OCD? It can be genetic, but they believe it's more based on diet. So moving forward, once we get started into that batch of cattle for our butchery, we'll take some of these joints and we'll do a little bit of post-mortem to see if there is more OCD throughout my cattle. And if there is, most likely it's diet based and we can tweak our diet for the next batch of cattle coming. Good information, worth doing. It's hit or miss sometimes with post-mortems. You do a post-mortem, you don't find anything. I think more times than not you don't find anything, but when you do find something, it is very helpful. To rule out or rule in management issues and things we can tweak and change, or things we can't tweak and change. Another load of stuff to use up. Right, I'll just bring another. Just about enough there. I think I'll just bring some fine stuff now. Kev's just finishing that ditch coming up the way. I was looking at the close coupled block, well the close-ish coupled block, plus the press in the front, and actually what we previously did is run that set of discs in front of the drill, and I was just worried about that, plus that, and how far it stuck out the front. But actually, that's fairly narrow, and that's fairly narrow, so those added together are actually less than that.
So we've no issues there in terms of protruding out the front too far. Swap with Harvey there. He is going to run that last load along to Kev, and then there's some big stones to clear up and some cardboard and chemical drums to take along to yard 1 to tidy up and put through the cardboard press, so Harvey's going to do that. Right, these two fields are joined up now. That pipe, Kev put a pipe under here, so that's taking the water that runs away down the side of the yard there, down that ditch. That's going to speed the job up a little bit. That field, you had to drive into the field to get the header on, then put the header back on the trolley to get it out back into the yard. Same with this field, we used to have to come in a gate down there, swing in, drive over crop, put header on, same leaving it. So now from the yard and the yard only, we can access that field, we can access this field, we can access that field there. Also for spreading fert here, this is all accessible now from the yard, so Kev just needs to get back to these corners to fill up, and we can just run fert direct to here with a forklift from the yard. Lorry in here for wheat. Take a right, take a right. Yeah, down there. Mind the drain. It's getting tight in here. Crop wheat. 2025 harvest. Thank you very much. Smashing, thanks for that, cheers. Job done. French and Son, Girvan bound.
Shall we get you out the car? Huh? You ready to get out the car? Yeah. Oh no.